Welcome to the DEB pre-junior cert exam in 2023. So this is question 2. Question A. The image on the right shows a child's shape sorter toy. The table below shows the solid shapes used with the toy. So we want to indicate and confirm the name of each one of these shapes. So first one up. Okay, a cuboid, all sides are the same length. Okay, we can see we've got the length, the width, okay, but the height is different. Okay, so we have a square base, but it's higher than a normal cube, so it's a cuboid. Next, we have either a hexagonal prism or pyramid. Okay, pyramid, all the points join to one, or all of the sides join to one point. Okay, so it's not a pyramid, it is a prism. Here, cylinder or cone. Cylinder. Finally, triangular prism or tetrahedron. Okay, tetrahedron is a triangular based pyramid, so it's a tetrahedron or triangular prism. Part B then. The image below shows two of the shapes, one on top of the other. In the space provided, draw a freehand pictorial sketch, pictorial meaning 3D, so 3D sketch of the shapes. Color and shade the sketch. So key thing we want to draw here, or make sure here, is that we're drawing it to proportions. So we'll break it down into its shapes. First off, we've got our cuboid base. So I'm going to draw crow's foot. Now if you wanted to draw this at a different angle you could, but just because they've presented it as a 3D shape, we can draw that. So our crow's foot running back. Height, width, depth. And looking here, my width, if I look at it, is that width is twice the depth. So distance that I'm stepping out here, I'm going to go once, twice to there, and my height is the same to there. So let's create prism. So vertical lines and parallel line running back here. Parallel line running back, just drawing it lightly for now. Okay, so that is our base. Now we want to draw our cylinder. Our cylinder is going to fit in, like that will be the center of it. Okay, we're going to have our elliptical appearing base, circular base in 3D appears as an ellipse, and it's going to stretch out to about there and there. So just establishing points for this ellipse. Okay, so that's my base. And extend that vertically from either side. And my height then seems to be almost the same as the distance I stepped out there. So my height will be about here. So I'm going outside the box, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'll go heavy around the outside of my shape. I'm obviously doing this in pen for it to stand out on the screen, but we'll do this in pencil and go over it heavy then with a pencil after. So, like I said, key thing there is getting our proportions right. Finally, then we want to color or shade. So, I'm going to go with similar colors that we have in the image. So, we've got kind of a browny kind of a color, a different kind of a brown, and my green. So, I'm going to color or shade. So, darker here on the edge, and we'll just bring that around, getting lighter, add a little bit of light bounce off that. In that position, imagine light coming in from here, and just a little bit of shade on the top. And then my base, so a little bit of light catching this side. Probably the top here catching more. I'll go a little bit heavier at the back. Imagine light coming in here, it's just going to cast a little bit of shadow. And there, and put the least amount of light kind of hitting here. So we just want to achieve different tones. Okay, everyone's going to be different on the day of the exam, depending on where you're situating your light source. Okay, I'm happy enough with that. If you wanted to add then a bit of shadow, you could just a little bit of shadow here. You know, whatever is comfortable for you. Okay. Now, part C. The table below shows a number of different 3D views of the shape sorter toy and a number of elevations. Using a tick, indicate the correct elevation for each 3D view. So we've got, this is our elevation looking in from this arrow, circle, hexagon, then our square on the bottom left, and our triangle. So circle, that's the only one with circle on the top left, so let's check circle, square, hexagon, triangle. Tick. Next up, I'm going to start with circle again. Circle is on the bottom left, so let's see what ones have a circle on the bottom left. So here and here. So we've got circle, square, so it's not that one. Circle, square, correct, triangle, hexagon. So second one, we go to our circle again here. So you use whatever method you want, but we're just trying to indicate or find the correct one. So circle is on the bottom right, circle on the bottom right, then we've got our square above it, triangle, hexagon, circle on the top right. So this one, this is the only one, circle, hexagon, triangle, square. Okay, so that's part C. Part D then, the image on the right shows two shapes, one on top of the other. The incomplete plan of these shapes is also shown. Complete the plan of the shapes, show clearly all constructions. So there is going to be a construction. If they say show all constructions, we're going to have to show a construction. So our plan view is looking down on top of this. We have our triangular prism. So here's our plan of our triangular prism. And we have our cylinder, and our cylinder is touching off of those sides. Okay, so we need to find the center of this circle in plan. So two methods. Okay, we can either bisect this angle and bisect this angle and find the center that way, or I could find the side, or bisect this side. Okay, and bisect this side. That works because it's an equilateral triangle. I know it's equilateral just from looking at it, but just to confirm, yeah, that's 60 degrees and 60 degrees. Okay, so now I know this angle is 60 degrees. Okay, so to bisect it, I could just draw a 30-degree line. But they're saying show all constructions clearly. So we're going to have to show a construction here. So I'm going to bisect my angle. Swing an arc any length from the corner, compass, and to that point, swing an arc, keeping that same distance, swing another arc, so that would bisect, and you can see there, yeah, it is 30 degrees. Let's repeat the same thing from here. Swing an arc, swing an arc. And there we have the center of that circle. To find the radius of that circle then, I'm actually going to extend on this line. Okay, that right there is actually going to be the point of contact between my circle or cylinder and the edge of the triangle prism. So I can draw that like so. Okay, and no harm in just showing all of these points of contact. So I'll just extend that out. Drop this vertically down. Okay, so it's essentially a 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle. So there, there, and there. It's a POC, POC, POC. Now I haven't asked for it, like I said, but no harm in showing it. Okay, so that is question 2 on the DEB 2023 exam paper.